Topping today's news, phase 2 of the government's crime-fighting plan is underway. 2 men murdered over the weekend. The Ministry of Energy and BPL focusing on its customers. Several traffic deaths, including an American visitor on the weekend. And the government and opposition react to the New York Supreme Court $1.5 billion Bahama ruling. Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Jarino Saunders. This is your JCN Evening News. It's a pleasure to have you join us. The government's new crime-fighting initiative, Clear, Hold, and Bill, gets underway in Angleton today. Prime Minister Philip Davis unveiled the program on Friday.
The Clear and Hold phase, which starts on Monday, aims to significantly disrupt and ultimately remove those people and places connected to criminality. And that is persons connected to and places connected to criminality. The Clear phase relies heavily on the police to take the lead to disrupt gang activity. This includes the targeting of gang leaders and members, the removal of derelict vehicles, the cleaning up of known stash houses, and the identification and demolition of abandoned buildings. During this phase, the police will operate a zero-tolerance policy towards criminal activity. They will proactively investigate gang offenses and seek to identify and seize criminal assets.
The Clear phase will be led by the police department, but supported by other government agencies, according to the Prime Minister. Mr. Davis explains what is expected to happen in the Hold phase of the operation.
During the Hold phase, the police will continue with their saturation patrols to prevent other criminal activity moving into the neighborhood after the Clear phase. Ministry of Health will engage with people with drug dependencies to provide addiction and mental health support. And this is important because we believe that a lot of our challenges relate to the way we treat persons with mental health issues and trying to find a way to bring them back to normality. The intention here is not to criminalize homeless people or local drug users, but rather offer support and compassion to turn their lives around. With this group, the aim is to implement solutions, not to inflict punishment.
In the build phase of the anti-crime initiative, the Prime Minister says it will involve the entire community.
The Clear and Hold phases will last for 3 to 4 weeks, after which the build phase will begin. The aim is to improve the community in a sustainable manner. This is how we will tackle the root causes of crime and increase pride in the neighborhood. We will be detailing specific initiatives as the plan moves forward. The Ministry of Works will undertake repairs in Angleton, and urban renewal will continue to support and help to build relationships across the neighborhood. In a similar way that a whole of government effort will be applied, we need a whole of society effort in the communities. We will work with the churches, charities, schools, and other NGOs already active in the area who are already doing excellent work. Ultimately, it is the community which has a critical, ongoing role to play in reducing the influence and control of gangs.
At the Clear, Hold, and Build crime-fighting press conference, Police Commissioner Clayton Fernando explains why the plan will first focus on the community of Angleton. He says it all boils down to police data.
The data always speak to us and direct us to how we should police and how we should execute. And we sat and we realized that Angleton, you are seeing now the crime continue to climb. What you will see on the screen here, that is South Central Division. Within South Central Division, Angleton, the constituency is in there. You see that area to the right. In South Central alone, you had 13 homicides in South Central. 8 of them happened in Angleton. You had 3 attempted murders, 5 sexual offenses, 27 armed robbery, 5 robberies, and then the breaking, house breaking, 14, stealing, that's gas tank and vehicles being broken into, and then the stolen vehicles that I mentioned, you had a total of 28. Let me just show you how the crime is clustered in Angleton. Pull up the homicides in Angleton for the year. That is the homicides in that area, 8. Pull up the armed robberies. This is a live mapping, armed robberies. That is all the armed robberies. Pull up the gunshots, the attempted murder. See how that looks? And this is one general area of concentration. Why we can't disrupt that? We will do just that. Again, as I said, the statistics speak to us, and we will do just that as a team to disrupt what is going on in Angleton and across the board within this.
The police commissioner also highlights other communities like Nassau Village, Fox Hill, Camp Road, and Pinewood Gardens that are also being targeted with the Clear, Hold, and Build initiative. According to Prime Minister Philip Davis, the Clear, Hold, and Build crime strategy has been successfully implemented in other countries. Meanwhile, police are investigating 2 fatal shootings that took place on Saturday. The first took place around 10 a.m. on Saturday morning on Graham Drive in Yellow Elder No. 1 when 3 men emerged from a gray-colored SUV and opened fire on a 26-year-old man, hitting him multiple times as he walked west on Graham Drive. The victim attempted to flee but collapsed at the junction of Graham Drive and Derby Road. The second incident occurred shortly after 9 p.m. on Saturday on Martin Close. That's off Cowpen Road, where 2 men were shot, one of them dying on the scene. The other one rushed to hospital in a private vehicle after 2 masked men emerged from a silver Japanese vehicle and opened fire on them. This takes the number of murders in the country so far this year to 97. As we approach the holiday season, Ministry of Energy, Transport, and they'll be collaborating with Bahamas Power and Light. They're launching their Merry and Bright Turn on Your Lights initiative for the coming winter season. Jobeth Kobe Davis, the Minister of Energy, says there are over 2,500 Bahamian households without power. This initiative hopes to change that.
Merry and Bright Turn on Your Lights is a meaningful gesture that is meant to alleviate the hardships faced by these households as we head into the holiday season. Giving out a ham and turkey is good, but it doesn't go very far if you don't have the means to prepare it. We want to give these families their dignity back, allowing them to enjoy this most basic need without the fear of disconnection. While some may consider this unfair, as BPL's over 111,000 customers must make timely payments to avoid disconnection, I must impress upon you the importance of doing what is right as we head into the holiday season. If the average household is 4 people, we have the potential to positively impact the lives of 8,000 Bahamians, many of whom are children across the Bahamas.
Newly appointed CEO of BPL, Tony Seymour, explains how reconnections will be conducted.
This initiative allows these customers to enjoy uninterrupted service. To participate in the campaign, disconnected customers should visit any of BPL's business offices in New Providence or the Family Islands. A customer service representative will meet each customer to review their outstanding balance and current situation, offering the most favorable repayment options available. We anticipate that most customers will be able to pay off their balances within 6 months. This means they can be in good standing with BPL before the peak summer period of 2025, clearing their previous debts. Once the 10% down payment is made and repayment terms are settled, we expect to reconnect electricity for these customers on the same day or the following day.
The initiative will start November 1st, 2024 to January 31st, 2025. Again, reconnected customers must make monthly payments to stay connected once the initiative ends at the beginning of February. You're listening to JCN News. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back after these commercials.